Well, good morning, everybody. It's me, Mitch, and look at this beautiful morning. And I'm going to go out here, and I'm going to get a little of that big yellow thing sitting up there in the sky. Before it gets ridiculously hot. Well, maybe it won't get so ridiculously hot, because I think the news media, in the name of all the things about the climate change push, tends to basically do everything they can to make us think that the problem is a lot worse than it really is, by using things like heat index. For example, it's June here in Florida. It's going to be in the mid-90s here today. Maybe it'll get up to 96 or 97. It's been getting up to 96 and 97 in June in Florida ever since Florida was invented. The records that stand, some of them date back to the 1800s. And I always say when I see these, we're going to break a record today because of climate change, and the last time it was this hot was in the year 1793. Well, if it was this friggin' hot in 1793, before all the SUVs and before all the so-called pollution and everything, then maybe we don't have all that much to do with it. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about climate change today, but just another absurd propaganda push by people with agendas that always seems to remind me of exactly the same tactics that we face every day, of the battles that we have to fight against the efforts to cancel everybody and anybody that has a message contrary to the things that make those people the most money. It is ridiculous, probably always been like this. The more I see of it, the more the same pattern emerges. And the harder it gets to stay excited about fighting it every day, when it seems like most of the time we are fighting a losing battle. Are we? Are we fighting a losing battle? Sometimes I feel that way, especially here on YouTube. I get more and more subscribers, and my videos get fewer and fewer views. And after all, the number of views that our videos get is kind of like being judged and scored every time you make an effort to do some good. And being scored like that is a function of things that you have in your control, like saying things that people want to say, putting good advice out there. But none of that on YouTube guarantees your views. What guarantees your views is the fact that YouTube will present your videos to people who don't know you. All of us on YouTube have a cadre of regular viewers, which generally are about 5% of our total subscribers. This is true of me and Ken Berry as well. If there's any bias against us at YouTube by the people that write the algorithms, then we can't, no matter what we do, our message is going to be hidden. They call that shadow banning. Something you can't prove, but the answers are absolutely in the results and the number of views. I have 30+ thousand subscribers. I get on my last 2 videos under 2,000 views. Doesn't make any sense. I can look at my analytics and I can see where all these views come from. And on my low performing videos, almost all the views come from my subscribers, people who I know love me and encourage me and benefit from the things I do. On the videos that I have that take off for some unknown reason, most of my views come from YouTube recommendations to people that aren't subscribers. And then I'll see a bump in subscriber counts, but those videos are few and far between. I may have 1 or 2 of those a month. So my channel growth just kind of goes like a roller coaster. And so does my mood. One day I'm yay, next day I'm aw, then yay, then aw. You know, it's emotionally tough. It's emotionally tough, especially at my age when I should be retired somewhere sitting on a beach, letting the world go by. I can't do that. I can't do that. I need to still work because I lost everything. I lost my retirement. I have never made any bones about that, and I'm always honest with you about my own situation, and I don't expect anybody to actually care. Why would you care? We care about ourselves primarily. Oh, we like to say, I care about you. That's bullshit. We care about ourselves, and I care about me, and I want to have at least a comfortable, healthy life. I've already given up the luxury stuff and the traveling and the cruises and all of that, and I live in my humble little house here in a retirement community and spend my entire time making YouTube videos trying to talk about things that I know for sure that are hurting people and making them sick. And many of you appreciate that, and I love the support. I love the support. But I gotta tell you, honestly, when I make $7 from YouTube for a video that takes me many hours to make, and then I have to suffer through the disappointment of basically being judged by the fact that nobody watches it, and I see a video about some stupid young teenage girl acting silly, and that gets millions of views, and she makes hundreds of thousands of dollars, I say to myself, either this system is rigged or the stupidity of this world has gotten to a point where there is no salvation for it. And we are so outnumbered by the stupid people. Why bother? And I woke up this morning, and I guess the reason I'm in this mood this morning is I woke up this morning and I was not in the mood to make a video today. I was not in the mood to be cheerful, to put on my happy, healthy, retired guy face and talk about all the wonderful things and wonderful benefits, when in the back of my mind I say, why bother? This message is going to fall on deaf ears. And I've been in this place a number of times, and I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting tired of it. And quite frankly, it hasn't paid off in any real terms, in any concrete or monetary terms that will actually help me be able to afford just to live these days. Never made any bones about it. I've never lied. I don't try to put on a character that isn't who I am. The only thing that is even making this little enterprise somewhat worthwhile, believe it or not, other than the pride I have when you tell me I've helped you. But the only thing that's making this thing financially worthwhile, believe it or not, is those stupid Amazon links. I don't want to be an Amazon salesman. That's never been my goal in this thing. But ironically, that's the only thing that even makes this worthwhile doing anymore, because I don't have enough wealth or money left to be a philanthropist. I have to survive. I don't ask for help. I don't beg for money. I don't have a buy me a coffee fund. I don't push for super chats on my live stream, and I get almost none of them. My father told me once, you don't ask, you don't get. I'm embarrassed to ask. I don't want to. I love trying to help, but the daily disappointments and the failures of what I do to be promoted by the very platform that I'm on, and having my videos only pushed out to the few people, and when I say few, I mean less than 2,000 out of my 30-something thousand subscribers who actually have become people that promote me, the same as any other YouTuber. The same reason why Sean Baker puts out a video and gets, some of the ones I looked at that he put out yesterday got 2,400 views in a day. He has hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and he gets not many more views than I get. There's something going on here. We are being shadow banned. It is making it too cumbersome, and they know that, and we will all go away. Saw a video this morning, Anthony Chafee's being attacked by some idiot shills of Big Food, and he felt it necessary to record a defense of it. It broke my heart to see him having to defend himself against some guy named IDZ, I-D-Z, some idiot. I know Anthony Chafee's not going to see this, but my thoughts were with you, Anthony, while watching that entire video, and you having to justify to the world that you know what you're talking about, when it's evident to all of us that not only do you know, but you're probably one of the foremost authorities on this subject. I didn't want to make this into a bitch fest this morning, but sometimes, since I live alone, I gotta unload. My mood isn't good this morning. YouTube is not paying me. They're really not paying me to do what I do. The only thing that I'm doing that actually makes it even financially feasible, if it keeps growing, are having you purchase the things that you want to buy anyway through Amazon, through my links, which is why I've been promoting that a little more on my videos. If you think that's mercenary, if you think I'm not entitled to make any money for my efforts, fine, I don't want to change your mind. Don't watch me, don't subscribe to me, go away. If you think I owe you something and that you have a right to my time and my energy and my knowledge to help you save your life and get healthy, but I'm not entitled to a super chat, or how dare I ask you to use my links when you're going to buy something from Amazon that I've showed you or introduced you to help you? I don't need you in my life, and you don't need me in your life. I know this sounds a little tough, and it sounds like I'm whining, and I'm not whining. I'm just saying I fight every morning, for a real reason to continue working so hard for the abuse that I get. No good deed goes unpunished, my friends. I want to be happy-go-lucky. I want to be joking around. I want to have a musical cigar lighter. And I want to know that at least I don't have to worry about where the rent money's coming from. or that I can afford to buy what I need to buy to continue to keep this channel going. Sorry about the negative stuff. For a little positive stuff. It's a beautiful morning. I feel great. I like making videos every day because I have many of you who tell me that they enjoy watching my videos every day and how much it's helping them. And that is the major benefit of doing what I do. Maybe I'm just a silly old man. Who knows? I appreciate all the thank yous and Mitch, you're wonderful, and Mitch, you've saved my life, and Mitch, I enjoy your videos every day, and Mitch, I love that stuff. Unfortunately, I can't take copies of that stuff and send it to the people whose bills I have to pay. I'm going to ask that you remember me and maybe use my Amazon links. That's all. I don't fish for money. I don't start my videos off with a list of all the ways you can send me money. I've never had to do that in my life. I've always been successful, and quite frankly, it embarrasses me to do that. But I'm 77 years old, and I still have to work, and I still need to have income to pay my monthly bills. And I do a lot of different things, and I get paid a little here and a little there and a little there, and it adds up to enough to let me live a relatively comfortable life, but certainly not an extravagant one. Put up with my little, use my Amazon link blurbs on my videos. I appreciate that. Has really distilled down to the main reason this is even doable for me anymore, to spend the kind of time every day to make these videos, come up with ideas, record them, edit them, post them, and then spend hours and hours trying to be personal and answer all of the comments. It is a day's work, and at times my day's pay from YouTube on one video is $7. How can somebody who thinks he's as smart as I whore himself out for that kind of money? Doesn't make sense. Thank you. The thing about these Amazon links is you may click on one of my links on my website in the Stuff I Use page to go in there and buy something that costs $7. Now, the commission they pay is only a few percent. But the cool part is if you go on that session in Amazon and buy that $7 thermometer or whatever the hell it is, and then you say while you're there, before you log out or before you exit your browser, you say to yourself, oh wait a minute, while I'm here on Amazon, I need to buy this other $5,000 worth of stuff. And you just go on and a little shopping spree. They pay me a commission on everything you bought while you were there because I'm the one that brought you to the party. And that's how they view it. So that's how, believe it or not, this actually pays off for me. It doesn't pay off when you buy all the little kitchen gadgets and air fryers and things. It pays off because most people buy from Amazon, and when they are taken to Amazon by my link, they pay me. Now, with all the money that everybody thinks I'm making from Amazon, with all the money that they think I'm making from YouTube, the total amount of money that I make out of all of this stuff put together, without subtracting the expenses of running this channel, of having to buy equipment, of having to pay for subscriptions to this, that, and the other thing, puts me earning less than the minimum wage in California now. At least if you buy stuff from Amazon, it makes it a little worthwhile. And I started this Amazon link stuff, figuring I'd make a few extra cents here and there, and I now make at least 5 times the money every month from Amazon as I do from YouTube on their advertising. How absurd is that? And that's from just a small to moderate use of the Amazon links that I have. So if Amazon wants to pay me for what it's worth, that's great. I love it. And I would really, really appreciate if you would think about that and take it seriously, so that I don't have to wake up one morning and say, you know, I love all these people, I've made a lot of great friends, but shit, I can't do this anymore. I need to spend my time doing a real job where I can get paid for what I know and what I do. And I have those opportunities, and as long as I'm doing this, I don't have the time to pursue them. This has been more fun for me. I'd rather do this. But we got to do what we got to do. And that's assuming no emergencies come up, like a hurricane blows my house away this year. At any rate, I've rambled on long enough. You know I love you all. What you see with me is what you get. And it's who I am. So many of you have been very helpful to me using my Amazon links. I deeply appreciate that, appreciate you thinking of me. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening. Take the rest of the day off. And supremely important, eat meat.